Jets haven't beaten City all season, but coach Ernie Merrick doesn't seem fazed. Several of his key players have returned from injury and are back in the mix for Friday night's grand final qualifier at McDonald Jones Stadium. Newcastle finished second on the A-League ladder on 50 points, 7 in front of City.
And the free kick is a special one. Dario Vinicic.
But the Jets could only manage a draw and 2 losses against the Melbourne side. As usual, coach Ernie Merrick refuses to be rattled.
One game, the goalkeeper was man of the match. We dominated the first half and then didn't do well in the second half. Another game was a draw. And the third game was 3 set pieces, 2 corner kicks and a free kick. So we've worked on all of those things and hopefully we've improved.
In a major boost for the boss, Nigel Bogart and Ronald Vargas have both been cleared to play. Wayne Brown also trained strongly today, leaving Ben Kantarovski as the only player likely to be unavailable for the clash with City. There's now just 2 sessions left to lock down a spot for the semi.
First half of the session I used some players, second half I used other players, so they've all got a chance to step up and be a part of that starting 11. There won't be too many changes from the last game, obviously, when we scored 8 goals against the Mariners, but there's always places up for grabs.
The finals in Melbourne over the weekend only drew crowds of around 7,500 and 15,000. Jets members have already snapped up more than 12,500. Tickets go on sale to the general public tomorrow at midday.
It'd be great to have another terrific Nova Castrian crowd behind us for such a crucial game, and I think it's very exciting for the city for us to be in the finals like this and play against a team like Melbourne City.
A week after his gutsy gold medal winning performance in the T54 at the Commonwealth Games, Australian wheelchair racer Kurt Fearnley has finished 5th at the London Marathon. The 37-year-old among the race leaders early.
Kurt Fearnley, the hero of Commonwealth Games in Australia. Gold Coast last week.
And you can see him there with the white vest at the moment, back in 6th place.
But eventually it was England's David Weir storming home in a thrilling finish.
And Weir's just getting ahead. He's leading by a length. It's going to be David Weir who's going to take his 8th London title.
For the second race in a row, a late crash has cost Hunter rider Tom Edwards a place on the podium in the Supersport 300 World Championship. Making his series debut, the teenager qualified in 15th in the Netherlands, but was soon on the move.
To the back of the field there. He was compromised by being stuck in Superpole 1, wasn't able to fight for the top 12 positions in qualifying, but a really good start from Edwards into the top 10.
The Australian then edged into the top 5 and eventually grabbed second on the final lap, putting pressure on the leader.
Inside lane. Through turn 9, Perez is down. Perez goes down for one of the men.
But Tom's lead didn't last long.
No points. Another one drops it. Tom Edwards goes down into the gravel trap and takes with him.
The news also wasn't good for Maitland's Caitlin Wood, who made her debut in the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Series in Italy. Wood and teammate Brent Millage started towards the back of the grid and didn't make it to the final lap.
Which got there after a wobble mid-corner, and it went left, it went right, to me, to you, to me, and to the gravel, Brent Millage.
They fared slightly better in race 2 on Sunday, finishing 32nd in the 47 vehicle field.
Cardiff.